Do you think this universe is everything? Do you truly believe that Earth is your only home? You think you are living just one life? You are wrong, completely wrong. Right at this very moment, billions of other versions of you are dying in dark, cold, and silent parallel universes. And in the next 8 minutes, you will witness every single dimension that is currently shattering your fragile belief in reality and the physical world. You have always imagined space as just 3 simple dimensions plus time. But that is nothing more than a thin, fragile, and temporary outer shell. Behind this curtain, there are 11 hidden dimensions coiling like a massive ancient serpent, waiting patiently to swallow our entire perceived reality whole very soon. We are not the masters of this space. We are merely guests in a house built on foundations we can barely even begin to comprehend. Starting from the 0 dimension, a single point of existence, we move to the 1st dimension, a line where movement is only forward or backward. In the 2nd dimension, reality is a flat plane. Imagine living as a drawing on a page, unaware of the vast world that exists above you. We live in the 3rd dimension, where depth gives us the illusion of freedom. But Einstein proved that time is the inevitable 4th dimension of existence. You think you are moving through space, but you are actually falling through space-time like a helpless insect trapped inside a giant 4-dimensional glass cube. If you could see the 4th dimension, you would see your entire life at once, a long, winding snake of flesh extending from birth to death. This is the tesseract, the shadow of a 4-dimensional cube. Our minds cannot truly grasp its form, just as a flat drawing cannot understand a sphere. Imagine Earth not as a sphere, but as a stretched block of existence in the 4th dimension, where every moment of history is happening all at once. You are just a 3D shadow of your true self. If someone pulled you along the time axis, your life would shrink into a single line. This is the trap of reality. We are tethered to a single path in the 4D block, unable to jump to the paths we left behind. But the 5th dimension is where the real horror begins. It is the realm of every possible choice you could have ever made in your life. According to the many worlds theory, every choice creates a new universe. There is a version of you standing just 1 millimeter away in the 5th dimension. That version of you is living the dream life you always wanted, but you will never be able to touch them or even see them. The 5th dimension is a branching tree of infinite possibilities. Every time you flip a coin, the universe splits in 2, creating 2 different realities. In the 6th dimension, we can jump between these branches. Imagine being able to see every possible version of your life history all at once. You could see a world where you were born a king, or a world where humanity never existed. All these worlds are equally real and alive. These parallel universes are not far away in space. They are right here, vibrating at different frequencies that our 3-dimensional senses simply cannot detect. The 5D and 6D realms are watching you. Every missed opportunity is a life being lived by another you in the dimensions just beside us. Do you feel their presence? Sometimes that feeling of déjà vu is just a momentary leak from a dimension where you did things differently. The 6th dimension contains the entire map of our universe's potential. It is a library of everything that could have happened from the Big Bang. But even this infinite map is limited by the starting conditions of our specific universe. To see more, we must go even deeper into the void. We are about to enter the 7th dimension, where the very laws of physics that you trust can be rewritten or completely discarded forever. String theory suggests there are at least 10 or 11 dimensions. Most of them are curled up so tightly that they are smaller than atoms. In the 7th dimension, we encounter universes with different initial conditions. Imagine a world where gravity is a repulsive force instead of an attractive one. In these realms, atoms might not even hold together. You would dissolve into a cloud of subatomic particles before you could even realize you existed. The eighth dimension is a plane of all possible universe histories, starting from all possible initial conditions. It is the ultimate collection of every reality. If the ninth dimension changed its vibration by even a fraction, your Earth would vanish. The nuclear forces holding your DNA together would simply fail. Our existence is a fluke. We live in a narrow sliver of stability, surrounded by dimensions where the laws of nature are chaotic and deadly. These higher dimensions are not just mathematical theories. They are the hidden architecture that allows our 3D world to even exist in the first place. The seventh to ninth dimensions represent the total sum of everything that could ever be, in any version of physics you can possibly imagine. But as we reach the 10th and 11th dimensions, we find the source of the Big Bang itself. We find the membranes of reality. M-theory tells us our universe is just a three-dimensional membrane, or brain, floating in a vast 11-dimensional space called the bulk. Other brains are floating right next to us. When two of these massive membranes collide, the energy released creates a brand new Big Bang. At this very moment, another brain could be drifting toward ours. If they touch, our entire universe would be rewritten in a billionth of a second. We are living on the skin of a cosmic bubble, totally unaware of the monstrous forces that are moving just outside our perception and safety. The 11th dimension is the master dimension. It is the container for all other dimensions, the ultimate stage where the drama of existence plays out. In this 11D space, our universe is just a speck of dust. We are small beyond comprehension, floating in a sea of infinite danger and power. Imagine if you could step outside. You would see our universe as just one page in an infinite book of realities, all vibrating with life. Gravity might be so weak in our world because it is actually leaking into these other dimensions. We are losing our grip on our own reality. Every black hole in our world could be a gateway, a puncture in our brain that leads directly into the heart of another dimension's nightmare. This leads us to the ultimate level of the multiverse, Max Tegmark's level 4. The universe is not just described by math. It is math. Every mathematical structure that can exist does exist. Somewhere, there is a universe where 1 plus 1 equals 3, and reality follows that impossible logic. You are not just a biological creature. You are a specific piece of code in a mathematical matrix that is infinite, eternal, and totally uncaring. This is the final shock. Even the things we think are impossible are happening right now in a corner of the mathematical multiverse we can't see. You are a glitch, a tiny temporary error in an infinite sea of possible realities. Your existence is a statistical miracle in a void of chaos. Now look at the scale of it all, from the 0 dimension to the 11th, and then into the mathematical void beyond any physical concept. Does it make you feel small? It should. We are less than atoms in the context of the multiverse. We are just ghosts in a machine. Every breath you take is a defiance of the chaos in the dimensions around you. You are surviving in a house that is constantly falling apart. But there is beauty in this horror. Because if everything is possible, then your life, however small, is a unique melody in an infinite orchestra. We are not the center of anything. We are not an exception. We are just a 3D dust particle trembling on a fragile membrane in chaos. Yet because of this, every second you spend on this earth is precious in a way that is almost terrifyingly beautiful and very rare. Every decision you make does not just change your personal life. It births an entire new universe that will exist forever in the higher dimensions. You are a creator. With every thought, every choice, you are carving a path through the 11 dimensions that define the structure of all reality. Are you ready to live your life knowing that 11 dimensions are watching your every move? Every choice you make resonates through the infinite cosmic void. The multiverse is not just out there, it is inside you. You are the bridge between the dimensions. Now go and create your own reality.